What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to look at the first look at our brand new main character for Life is Strange 3. This, to me, just solidifies the rumors. Now, to be honest with you, I've believed these leaks truly since the first time I read them. There was something about, well, firstly, I guess the way it was conveyed, but secondly, about what certain people even said about the leaker himself, that I just trusted him. So the whole Death Stranding thing, the whole Life is Strange, the whole idea of the fact that it's coming right after Final Fantasy VII, the PS5 version of it, that it would star a female protagonist named Alex, right? And she'd be an Asian American woman who could read minds, and also that it would be focused on a small town setting, much like Arcadia Bay from Life is Strange. Ever since I read all that stuff, and now this stuff has been out there in the public for, a month or two, I believed it. So I think to other people, you see it on their Twitter. Obviously, again, yesterday they posted the picture of, our brand new protagonist. We'll talk about, how she looks in a second, but one of the interesting things, I guess I would say, that I noticed from the comments from people leaving comments on Twitter is that a lot of people were saying, "Oh shoot, the leaks were right." And again, like I've always thought that it's good that other people are catching up. But obviously, you don't have to believe these leaks when they happen. So many leaks in general in the gaming industry are just flat out lies that I don't blame you. I don't blame you for not believing certain things. But this one, I had always sensed that it was true. I think a lot of other people are now fully on board. I think it's, somebody even said, like, dare I say hello or hi, Alex, or something like that. And I hearted it. And I said, yes, you absolutely can. I believe that is, now my name's obviously Alex, but and you could say hi to me whenever you want. But I think I think this solidifies it. It's a girl, clearly. It's a female. We can't tell her ethnicity, so we don't know, is she Asian American? Is she something else? I guess that technically could still be right or wrong, but obviously a female. Now, one interesting thing I want to say, and this is not picking on her in any way, she looks like a heavier set Max Caulfield. Now, a lot, and by the way, I don't think that's unfair, or maybe people have a problem with me saying that. I don't know. I can't. There's some crazy people that get upset about everything online, but in the comments on Twitter, there were people saying much more risky things about this female character's, let's say, her body weight and stuff like that. There was a lot of other people saying much worse things than what I just said right now. But it does. I mean, look, the hair definitely looks like Max. Now, let me be clear. It's not Max. There's a 100% chance, likelihood that it is not Max, okay? But it just looks like her. It looks like, honestly, it would be Max if she put on a little bit of weight. And that's completely okay. I honestly have nothing wrong with that. That's another thing, too, just to kind of address that, is the third thing. So there are kind of like three major points, I would say, that we saw in the comments of that Twitter, is that a lot of people very still much want Max, or want Max and Chloe. And I'm right there with you. I made a video a few weeks ago. Check it out if you guys didn't. It's on the main channel, talking about, Max should be in Life is Strange 3. Like, I want her to be in it. I think it makes sense. You don't need to have you don't need to have the game revolving around her. And that's, a thing that I think they're really, obviously, so the character looks fine. There's not too much we can say about it. I mean, she's got the hoodie. That's cool. She seems, I think, a little bit tall. To be honest, she looks older than Max did, and also than Sean and Daniel did. And that's something that we haven't exactly discussed. We've talked about some of the stuff they could do with her mind-reading abilities, where you could go with that. But I wonder what you're going to be, like, what's her life? So obviously we're going to find that out, I would say, very, very shortly, right, on Thursday. But I wonder where she is in her life, because she does look taller. Yes, she looks a little heavier, but I feel like she's just going to be older. And Max was what? I think Max was around 18. Sean and Daniel were young. I mean, obviously Daniel was like 9 or 10, and Sean was, I think, like 16. But like they, so really all the characters we've played as have been, let's say, 18 and younger. We haven't played as like a full-grown adult, let's say, right? Like in your 20s. And I don't think you need to play in your 20s, okay, in order to make a Life is Strange game, but we've just never played somebody who's been a little bit more of an adult, okay? So I think that would actually be kind of an interesting thing to see. But again, one of the main things that they've made very clear, Square Enix has made clear, Life is Strange on their official Twitter has made clear, is that brand new character, brand new cast, and brand new story. Now, like, of course, and that's the thing, like, I understand it. I understand probably you want people's expectations to be acceptable, quote unquote acceptable for them, because if people are going in expecting Max again, or expecting this, or expecting to go back to Arcadia Bay or whatever, and then they don't get it, there's going to be some very upset people. And I think there's going to be upset people no matter what, which, I'm not criticizing that, because I was a very upset person for the duration of Life is Strange 2. Oh, that was another thing. There's a lot of people on Twitter that don't like Life is Strange 2, and I wonder where they were when I was criticizing the game for like a year and a half, because nobody was supporting me back then. But obviously, it seems like the game hasn't aged as well as people maybe thought it would, at least to some people. So I get why they're doing it, but again, like, I don't really think you need to say new story. Of course, it's going to be a new story. The new characters, and new protagonists, obviously that is to get us very ready for. This isn't Sean and Daniel, thank God. This isn't the cast of Life is Strange 2, double thank God. This isn't the cast of Life is Strange. That's the sad part. So, it's I'm so excited. We've had videos on Life is Strange 3 over the last couple of weeks. Yesterday I had on the main channel. Monday I'm gonna have another video on the main channel. I mean, I cannot wait. One thing is clear, okay? There's a little divide of people again wanting Max and Chloe and being a little upset and all that stuff. I think people are very, very excited for this game. It's really their opportunity to lose, because sometimes, I wouldn't say all the time, because obviously this is not an example of that. Sometimes you can have a game franchise where one of your entries can really hurt people's thought process going forward. Again, not everybody hated Life is Strange 2, and I'm not saying you have to hate Life is Strange 2, but it does seem like more and more people are, in my opinion, realizing, and I know that maybe that would trigger some people, but there's more and more people, I guess, saying out loud that Life is Strange 2 was not very good. They didn't like it, at least compared to Life is Strange or Before the Storm. So, and again, like, this is actually kind of a cool thing, because even those people that are saying that, they're still excited. And you don't always have that. I think we're going to get that with, like, The Last of Us, like when Last of Us Part 3 comes out. How will that be received? Will everybody be excited? Will people say, well, I hated 2, but, like, I'll give you a chance? You don't always get that. There could be people that hold a huge grudge, which, again, it's absolutely their right to do that, and they will just kind of boycott or just have very negative things to say leading into the next game. So for this game, they have everybody, I would say, where they want them. Everybody's excited. Everybody's ready for this game. It's their opportunity to lose, right? So, again, like I said, I've been covering this game for a long time. I'm going to be covering this game for much, much longer on both of these channels. Make sure, as always, you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys have the bell icon turned on so you know all these videos go up. I cover it more on the main channel. I've done weekly videos. I'm going to do probably more than a video a week on the main channel, so make sure you guys are podcast. This is Podcast Now Plus. The main channel, obviously, is Podcast Now. Make sure you guys are subscribed both places. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope to see you all for tomorrow's video.